going so slow that I'm going to today. So, 3 things. Now, or maybe 4. There's a trend toward anti-intellectualism that Neo-Swedenborgianism goes against. So, to be specific on how to go against the trend of anti-intellectualism and to actually go towards intellectualism, there's only one thing you got to do. It's all about words. I think I've said this before. So when I say that I am the progenitor of Neo-Swedenborgianism, or when I say that speaking Neo-Swedenborgianistically, or when I say that anti-intellectualism is on the rise, I'm using words with a lot of syllables, and that's the direction to go. It's all about language and words. If you want to, anyway. wait. John 1:1, God is the Word. And so, whether there's a secondary concept there, is that by knowing more words, you know more about God. Right? Because God is the Word. So you learn another word, you learn more about God. Speaking of which, I learned a new word the other day, which was drey, D-R-E-Y. Drey, a drey is a squirrel's nest. Squirrels sometimes build nests, and a squirrel's nest is called a drey, which is always fun to learn a simple little one-syllable brand new word. Now, okay, what else are we going to touch on today? We're going to touch on 2 things together, and the thing is, one thing's a repeat and one thing's kind of new. So, what it means to speak Neo-Swedenborgianistically. That's the repeat. So, Neo-Swedenborgianism is a way of stepping back and examining a number of things, such as the near-death experience, religious experiences, Swedenborg's own experience. Okay? So, we're not endorsing his experience. We are simply observing it. Okay? And so that's the repeat that I've already said. Now, I'm going to apply that to what I was saying the other day about Rasta. To review, I mentioned the phrase "people of the book." People of the book is similar to the phrase Judeo-Christian culture, but it's a little more informative. And people of the book is within religious studies, comparative religion. That's what we refer to instead of saying Judeo-Christian culture. And people of the book would be what some might call the Old Testament, and getting back to the Abrahamic religions. So anyway, people of the book are the Jews, the Christians, the Muslims, and the Rastafari. And so, to apply this idea of speaking Neo-Swedenborgianistically to Rastafari, the beginning of Rasta, you can look at Marcus Garvey, who said there was going to be well, I don't want to get too much into the history. So, look into Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey predicted an African king, a unifying African king. And while that prediction was hanging in the air, Haile Selassie was crowned king of Ethiopia. And it was also on the cover of Time magazine twice. Okay, so what I mean by speaking Neo-Swedenborgianistically, I am not endorsing this conclusion that other people came to. I am not endorsing their conclusion. I am simply observing their conclusion. I'm observing what happened. You can observe what happened. It's not a secret. So what happened was Haile Selassie who had been Rastafari when he was a prince. Rastafari was born... Rastafari was born a prince, destined for the throne, and he ended up ascending to the throne. And when he was crowned emperor, king of Ethiopia, it was written about in Time magazine, and it used some honoraries that came with the throne. So King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conquering Lion of Judah. So Time magazine had an article with photographs of the coronation of Haile Selassie, in which he was called all those things. In Kingston, Jamaica, some people got a copy of this Time magazine and concluded, based on this, that this was the returned Christ, and also that this was the unifying leader that Marcus Garvey had predicted. And so we can observe that. This is all historical fact. We can observe it without necessarily endorsing it or becoming Rastafari. So you don't have to... So in talking about it, we're not talking about it as Rasta. We're talking about it as Neo-Swedenborgians. And as I've said, Neo-Swedenborgianism is not a religion at all, and it does not endorse any religion. It simply observes. All right, so we're out of traffic now, so I'm going to turn the phone off. Welcome to Out of the Blue number 431.6.